everyone. I hope traders and investors alike were green on Friday. Please remember, discipline is the key to your success in trading. What a wild week last week. We got to move down. We were expecting very sharp, very strong reversal. Very nice week, some really trending intraday moves. So very big week. So we have another big week this week. This is like the Trader Super Bowl. We have the FOMC meeting on Wednesday, the press conference at 2:30, the rate decision at 2, press conference at 2:30. We have Apple reporting on Thursday, AMD reporting on Tuesday, with a lot of other big names reporting this week. Shopify, Square, Coinbase, DraftKings is reporting, Uber, Pfizer, SoFi reporting in the morning. We're getting some more looks inside the semi sector. Qualcomm reports this week. We have some other big data, like we mentioned, the FOMC meeting. We have unemployment report on Friday, have PMI and ISM tomorrow morning. We also have inflows coming into the market. That's where that 401k money is going to be coming into the morning. Then we have Macau, the casino numbers coming in as well. So there's a lot of stuff happening this week, a lot of stuff happening tomorrow. What are we expecting tomorrow? Typical Monday. Could we see some chop? Well, we'll talk about that when we get to the SPY chart. Have a lot to cover here. We'll talk about earnings as we get going through, talk about the FANG names, the reports that we have seen as we get to the charts. Just a lot to cover. So we're going to get started. We'll talk about other reports that come in this week as we get to the charts. So you can see the put to call ratio is back into the neutral zone at 98. Our oscillators for the NASDAQ back to the positive area at 18. Plenty of room to move in either direction. New York Stock Exchange, we're at 33. Plenty of room to move in either direction. You can see SPX here, weekly chart. We've been watching this little flag. It's rough. You see last week we pulled back right to our weekly 9 and then ripped. Very nice hammer there coming off that weekly 9. You can see our breath chart. Very nice push here on the breath. Very strong breath thrust there for 2 days. Interest rates struggling here, pulling in. This is basically TNX, just bonds pushing up, pushes yields down. That's just an indicator that rates are falling a little bit. The dollar still down here showing a weakness. Tried to spike on Friday. Big move back down. VIX, huge move down there. So we are into the 15 range, telling us once again that more volatility is coming out of the market. Crude, we had this bullish Rami, nice move up, cleared the 50, next stop, daily 9 there, kind of dealing with a little downtrend there. Apple, I mean, what can I say? Look at this chart. We did break the 9 and 20 here and break back up Thursday and Friday. Nice move back up. You can see Apple intraday. And just want to point out that trying to push right to the end of the night as well. Strong chart there. Strong chart. Nice move on Friday. Gold still weak, still holding this support level. A lot of wicks down here, so it definitely does not want to move lower. You can see that's the same. We're back to the same support of our when we broke out of our ascending triangle, which was our resistance, which now becomes support. See, still watching to see if we hold this. Seeing some wicks down there. Watching for a possible bounce. Got to clear that 9 and 20. Definitely trying to hold that support. Advanced decline lines all turned back up here. You can see the S&P 500 has broke the 9. It's the only one that has broke the 9. Just showing some strength there. AI. So AI holding this 200. We were hoping we could get it to break down below the 200. We got a nice move down, gap down, and a move lower. Found support at that 200. Seen a high close candle on Friday. So let's keep an eye and see where the Mars candle opens up at. We could try to get a little gap fill play there for a move back up to that 9. AMC holding this 50-day. Not the best chart right now. I think there's definitely better places for your money. But it has cleared all the daily moving averages. So see if we can get a move up. Watch that MACD. See if we can get some more green in that MACD. AMC, very, very choppy day on Friday. Got AMD intraday chart. Really nice push up on Friday. You can see we had some chop there. See a higher low right here. So you have a 1, 2, 3 reversal clearing that. Nice move up there. Amazon with a down day on Friday after that big move up on the earnings. The earnings were not bad, so everything was numbers were really good. So they had a beat. Their AWS was a nice beat there. They guided up. They come out, did the conference call. The CEO comes out. First thing he says is he starts saying he's seeing some slowing of the AWS, even though they beat 16% and guided up with it. They're seeing some slowing, and that moved, brought us down. But their report was definitely okay. The report was not that bad at all. Arc, nice move down. You can see we're trying to hold this little support area down here. Trying to push back up, see if we can get a bear flag back into that your daily 9 moving average. Abby, I would like to have seen this candle. This is not an actual piercing candle. We did not cover 50% of this candle. Close, but we did not quite get to the 50%. But we're still going to keep an eye on this play for a move up, even though we didn't get that 50% mark. So for an entry, we want to be above this wick, but measure this candle out and make sure that you're above the 50% mark of this candle body. You need a candle to open up and push up above the 50% mark of that candle body. AMD pushing up here back above the 50 and the 9 daily. So they're coming in for earnings this week. We're going to be watching for how their data center looks. That's one of the metrics that they look for. It's a big metric they look for when it comes to AMD. Every company has their own little set of metrics that they look for, and the data center is definitely one. Another thing we're going to look for is how many times they say AI on the conference call, because that's what everybody wants to hear, AI. So you see AMD here on the weekly. We are still flagging, but we lost the 9. So we lost a weekly 9. So that's resistance on the way up. So a firm, very small H cell pattern here, very, very small. Looking for a move down, a break below that lowest candle, and that little cluster down there, we're looking for a move lower. You can see a firm, big push it open, and then retraced it. Paid nicely on the way down. Ally, strong candle on Friday. See how we clear. If we can would be nice. Textbook would be gap up tomorrow morning, gap over that 50 and run like a scalded dog. But there's a good chance that it could open up down here. So we're looking to clear the 50-day Friday's candle. Need to get above that 50-day and Friday's candle. Look for an entry there. Amazon, you can see this move here after the earnings move and the big sell. Amazon weekly rejected. We were up above it, right into the downtrend, rejected it. That downtrend closed back above your weekly 50 there. Chart's breaking out, trying to push. Apple weekly, this is a great looking chart. This chart does not look like a bear market type chart. That's all I got to say. I'm not saying we're not in a bear market. I get it. There's a lot going on in this market right now, but that is a very nice looking chart, very strong chart. Boeing's still chopping around, filled that gap down, filled the gap, and now it's just chopping sideways. Needs some consolidation time. Boeing likes to move big, but it takes time in between those moves. Bitcoin weekly back to the weekly 9. Bitcoin daily tried to push a little bit today and has pulled back considerably. Still green on the day for now, but we have got a nice pullback there. Boeing, you can see we hit on Friday. We pulled back. It was a big move down. We had it on the radar. It gave us a bullish Rami, a nice move up, and then it chopped back through the moving averages before it could actually get going again. Wasn't the best performer on Friday. Citibank, strong candle here on Friday. These big banks, they had very, very good earnings. JP Morgan, record earnings there. CVX, strong candle here. Another company, good earnings on Friday. Energy sectors reporting good earnings. I believe Schlumberger had good earnings as well. You can see that strong candle there. Crude still on the radar. So for me, even with the good earnings, these energy names, ExxonMobil's in a little better shape. We're going to look at that one. But the energy names are more day trades right now just due to the movement in crude. Charge point. We got this 1, 2, 3 reversal, inverted cup and handle breakout to the downside, and it's just not really performing. Coke, we had this cup, earnings beat, gapped up. They sold it back above this 9, right at this level. Can we break out here and push back up above that level? So we're Coke's out back at a key level. That's where we build our plans at. You got Coin. A lot of these other crypto names are performing so much better than Coin. I just think that if you want to trade it, that's fine, but you just need to be careful with it. When you have other names that are performing better, that's where you want to put your money. So just be careful with this one for now. We break below that support level, possible short. XLP, consumer staples, still breaking out, pushing hard. Big day on Thursday, good follow through on Friday. Nice move here on Delta Airlines. Let's go back to Delta real quick. The one thing about Delta is this trend line here can now offer a level of resistance. Watch your 50-day also pushing up. Make sure if you want to trade this, make sure you're watching that trend line for a possible reaction / rejection. Watch your 50-day there as well. Disney's another very nice looking chart. 1, 2, 3 reversal setup here. This has broken out. See if we can get follow through. We're going to talk about how to trade it. Pivot point 1. This is pivot point 2. This would be pivot point 3. The break of pivot point 2 is when you look for your entry. We got to close above tomorrow. We need to open up above that pivot point 2 level. I want to see it, since Friday's candle was so strong, I want to see it take out Friday's candle looking for an entry. May take 1 to 3 days to get that move. Getting this big day on Friday like we did, big day, especially big day on Thursday and Friday. Coming into Mondays, we could chop. FOMC meeting, really expecting a lot of chop tomorrow. The one thing about the inflows, so we're going to have volume starting off, but we need to be aware that we're going to have that volume starting off, and that could dry up very quickly. DraftKings reporting earnings this week, breaking out, running into earnings. Very strong chart there. Another one we've had on the radar has been called out several times. Lily's been struggling here. We keep gapping up and moving down. You can see the MACD looks decent. That's coming from that gap up momentum, but we have been having low close candles, seeing a lot of weakness there other than the gap ups. Not sure if it's been getting any news. So we got this move down on XLE, got this little crown here. Broke to the lows, caught the 50. We never broke below the 50. Still a good trade on the way down, breaking out of that crown. Now we have pushed back up. Watch your daily moving averages there. Google had another one that had a decent report. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but they did have a decent report. And once again, I know we're in a recession. These big companies, they should have been coming in with all these terrible numbers, but their ad revenue was okay. Their report, was okay. So the market likes it. If they buy it up, we're going to ride it up. Now, a lot can happen on FOMC when it comes to that. I personally think that we're going to do the 0.25. I think the Fed's going to follow the plan. I don't think they plan on backing off for any reason. And we're all hoping that we can get the FRC thing, settled. Last I heard, JP Morgan was in the lead on that, and still have not heard yet. I was kind of hoping to hear before I did this video. You can see Goldman Sachs, still a nice strong chart. Draw a line across here. You want a candle to gap up over top of that flag, over top of your trend line, or a candle to open up and push up above that trend line, preferably close up above that trend line, and look for a move up. IWM intraday, really nice move here. Friday, the market, bullish. Intel, so they sold this originally on the earnings with something they liked. The market likes something on the conference call. They run it up. That's why we gapped up. It opened up and it run even higher, and then they come in and sold it off. So that's one we can keep an eye on this week, just in case maybe they may come back for it. I thought the report was horrible myself. The Qs here, the Qs breaking out and pushing up. This is a really good chart. This chart's actually better breakout than what the SPY did. Definitely keep an eye on the Qs this week. Keep an eye on these tech names. As long as these big tech names keep doing what they're doing, we are going to continue to push. Also depends on that rate. If they were to pause, I don't think they will, but if they were to pause, I think this market's going to moonshot. QQQ intraday, nice push there. So Q's, this is a weekly breakout on this flag that we've been watching. We've been watching this flag form the whole time. We pushed up. We've been trading sideways, flagging into your 9. You know, the power of multiple time frames, of learning how to use multiple time frames is huge, and that's how you get your bigger trades, by working off multiple, or working off the larger time frames. JP Morgan with their huge earnings, nice move up here. Got a bullish Harami on Thursday. Nice play on Friday. How you trade a bullish Harami is you're looking for a candle to gap up above, or a candle to open up and push up above the previous candle, or your Harami candle. That would have been your entry. Actually pushed up above that. Nice move there. So look for follow through. See if we can get a move up to that daily 9, if we can get follow through tomorrow. LVS. So we got the Macau numbers coming out tomorrow. I think they're going to be good. You can look at this flag, perfect bull flag, right into the 9. You've seen the doji there kind of give you a signal. The next candle broke the flag, big push up there. We got another breakout there. Let's keep an eye on this chart, see if we can get follow through on this chart. Next level of resistance here, right here at the top of your flagpole, the top of this candle. Nice strong MACD there, showing plenty of relative strength. Very strong chart. Lockheed Martin, big move here down last week. We called this, did a couple of different videos on this move. Big move down. 3 black crows. Big move down on that. Now we're flagging, waiting on the daily 9 to catch up. See what happens there. That play paid big. Moderna, nice move down below. When we find, so this is what we're looking for. This is what traders do. This is what profitable traders do. We draw levels. We wait for the asset to come to us. We look for signals at that level, and then we set a trap. Then we go in on them. It's all about key levels. A key level can be, a level of interest, can be a support resistance. It can be a trend line. It can be a moving average. Could be a zone. Moderna intraday, big push up. Ray didn't struggle with this little daily 200, or the 15-minute 200. Struggled. It was up above it, but it pulled back right on top of it, wrote it down. Still a nice move up there at market open, though. Mara sitting here back above all your daily moving averages. See if we can get follow through there. That's all about what Bitcoin does right now. Watch this MACD. This MACD looks like it wants to pinch and move lower. See what we have next. Merck looks good. We pushed up out of this flag, got started, then we got slammed back down on Thursday. Big hammer candle right here at support on Friday. I know we're in an uptrend. We look for hammers in a downtrend, so that's technically not a hammer. But this sediment, the bullish sediment is there. You can see they ripped this candle. Bears ripped this candle all the way down, and the bulls snatched it all the way up. Closed it above the open. Friday's candle, nice candle, strong close above that area. See if we can push up. Watch this area here. I believe this is all-time highs. Watch that for resistance. See if we can get a move up there this week. Meta, we have this gap. So we gapped up on earnings. You can see we gapped up on earnings. This is like a game changer. This is like Meta's writing a whole new book for what they're doing. They had a great blowout earnings. Remember Meta, the same company that lost billions of dollars, 6 bad earnings reports. 2, last one's decent. This one's blowout. They're definitely worth keeping an eye on here. Waiting for a gap fill, or waiting for those moving averages to catch up. See how we act. Draw your range out. Trading on a little island, draw your range out on the island. You could get a move down. You could definitely easily get a move up. Want to see those moving averages get caught up. Meta, you can see the move up on earnings has traded sideways for the last 2 days. And we know why. We made a huge move. So that's why we traded sideways for 2 days. Nothing wrong, just waiting for everything to catch up. Microsoft, once again, this is unusual because a lot of times they sell the report and they're pushing it. Even Microsoft's always got a good report. A lot of times they sell it on it, though. This time they're pushing it. Nice gap up and go. Nice move there. And you can see Microsoft here pushing higher from the report, higher, trending higher there. Microsoft weekly. Look at this weekly flag. Look, see, we did dip down. We did get below the weekly 9, but we were able to retake all that. Strong close on the weekly chart. The week traded on volume. Nice candle. See if we can get follow through. Going to keep an eye on Nike for the traders who are looking for a nice pattern, looking for a breakout. This is a nice chart. You have a little rounded bottom base here. I wouldn't really call this a cup. Looking for a breakout above this resistance level. I like this better if we can clear this candle right here. You can see we're still trading in some volume up here. We can clear that pattern. We can break up out above the top of this candle. It can give us some real room to move. It'll get us out of the volume. It'll lighten up on the resistance for us. NVIDIA, another nice chart. It's been hanging out, kind of chopping sideways. Wants to move up. It's all about AMD's earnings this week for NVIDIA. Qualcomm reports, NXP reports, ON reports. A lot more semis reporting this week. And you can see NVIDIA here, nice move up on the intraday 15-minute chart. NVIDIA on the weekly. We finally got that weekly flag confirmed. So we've been watching these charts build up week after week. A couple of videos a week. We've been watching these charts, watching these patterns build. So in anticipation of what's happening with the market, we can see the market in an uptrend pushing higher. I know there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of record shorting. There's a lot of stuff going on. Technical analysis pays. Fear equals ratings. And I'm not saying the market's not going to go down. I'm not saying the world's not going to end. I don't know that, but right now the market's going up. I'm going to make money to the upside until it gives me a signal to play it back down to the downside. The market has daily opportunities. Every single day you can come into the market and you can make money in this market every single day. Netflix chopping sideways here. Another very decent report. Pendleton still trading in this falling wedge. This is a key level. We're trying to bounce on it. We need to get back above that daily 9, back above that daily 9. We're looking for a move up. If we break out of the wedge to the downside, then obviously we're looking for a move down. Procter & Gamble, good report, gapped up, holding the gap, wants to push, waiting on a 9 to catch up. The daily 9's made some really nice moves heading up to the price action. Let's keep an eye on Procter & Gamble this week. The Qs, we finally closed. We've been watching these monthly 20s. We finally closed above that monthly 20. New monthly candle tomorrow. Roblex, green, been on a tear coming down. Elevator on the way down, staircase on the way up, elevator on the way down. Exactly what we got there. Friday with a green day, small bullish candle. Let's see what tomorrow gives us. Where do we open up tomorrow? Roku, bounce at support level. Not seeing a whole lot. Now, we did get a nice candle Thursday. Friday, we did close with a hammer down here on support. It is a low close hammer. I prefer to see a high close hammer, which means I prefer to see a green one. But we could see some bullish sentiment follow tomorrow. Where's tomorrow's candle going to open? SPX daily, huge push here as well. Very nice move. The diamond, this is the Dow Jones. Strong move, breaking out here. The diamond also breaking out on the weekly. See it here. We've been watching this trend line. I even adjusted the trend line to get all I could get out of it. And we still closed above it. Tomorrow, it's all about where tomorrow's candle. If the market gaps down and closes back below that trend line, then false breakout. That's why we wait for confirmation. Confirmation is so important. So many traders are losing trades daily because they don't understand confirmation. They're not waiting on confirmation. The SPY weekly, once again, nice push off the weekly 9. We closed higher. I'm telling you, this 418, 31-ish area is going to be trouble. That's the next major level to clear. Then we can go to 430. Let's take another look at the SPY. The SPY monthly closed over that monthly 20 there. A high closed candle closing up above all this previous resistance. Market's in an uptrend. Seeing an uptrend on a higher time frame. So you can see the SPY here. The SPY is trading in a cup and handle. This did barely, this is not the best interpretation. We barely closed above this resistance level. This wick here, this 418-ish area, we need to be careful with that area. So we're playing up to 418.30-ish area. Make sure you get that level on your chart. We're looking for a reaction there. Doesn't mean a rejection. We're looking for a reaction. SPY intraday on Friday, nice push up. Square right back down to support level. So once again, we're at a key level of support with Square. This is where we build our plans. We look for entrances. In this case, we can play it and make money up to the daily 9. Then we're looking to take that daily 9 out. Or a break of support, we're looking for a move lower. CRM, another great looking chart coming up here, testing this area. We need to take this area out and push higher. It's another one that can be kept on the radar. Starbucks coming in for earnings this week. You know, we've had some, like McDonald's, we've had some names in this sector already beat. What is Starbucks going to do? This has been a great call. Congratulations to anybody who's made money on these plays, on this play. Tesla, nice day on Friday, big move down, recovery, launched. XLK breaking out here. We need to clear this area right here. Tech bullish. It's no secret. Tesla double top. We filled a gap on the daily. No, I'm sorry. We didn't fill it. We come down, tested a gap on a daily, got rejected, moved back up. We're still looking for a move down on Tesla as long as we remain on the outside of that pattern. You can see here, this is Tesla's daily. So we pushed up, still have this gap here. We pushed up, but we're still under this major level of resistance. So on the daily chart on Tesla, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for rejection at that daily 9, or will we take this area out? If we can take this area out, we're looking for a gap fill on the way up. Will we see rejection there? It's all about this level right here. You can draw that line simply on your chart. Guys, get in here and help me make some of this money. I can't make all the stock market's money by myself. I need help. Get in here and help me, guys. SMH, the semi sector, more semis reporting. What will we see this week? We do need to see some fire coming into the sector, really, just to be honest. Need to see some heat coming into the sector to get this market moving. Been chopping around a little bit here in this sector. Some of the other names have been strong. They had their time to be strong, don't get me wrong, but it's time to start seeing some strength again. Walmart kind of trading sideways. We had this cup breakout, put in this little cup, tried to break out, back down. It's all about how it acts off that daily 9 right now. XLF breaking out. You can draw this trend line down through here. Got this little downtrend, broke through it. It's all about that daily 50. What do I want to see? I need a confirmation candle. That candle closed. I need a confirmation candle above that daily 50. If we gap up, we can run up to the 200. If we open up tomorrow below this candle and push, I'm looking for a candle to close above that daily 50, and then I'll go in on it. ExxonMobil, this play, we did a short on this play. So the chart looks a little different. You can see, go watch the short. You got a contraction pattern here. It's all about the center of these. So we got the contraction phase. We got contraction, expansion, trend. We're starting the expansion phase. This can be a wild, crazy ride. There can be a lot of money in this phase if you know how to trade it. Your conservative traders wait for the trending phase. Wait for this craziness to end that's getting ready to start, and then wait for the trending phase. So normally we draw a line through the center here. In this case, through the center of your pattern, draw a line. This case, we come right back down, tested it, and bounce right off. That's what we're looking for. If we were to have took it out, we usually try to come back and get a retest of it and then look for an entry there. So it kind of works off this line. If you push up, come back for a retest, or if you do take it out, or if you break to the downside, you could come up and retest. It's all about retesting that center line, then see what you get. In this case, we're continuing higher. See what we get tomorrow. Bonds are just chopping, trading sideways. IWM, just not much going on there. You can see on the daily chart, the weekly chart doesn't look like much. The daily chart, we had a good Thursday and Friday. Pushed right back into these daily moving averages. See what we get there. Well, this concludes our video for today. I hope you find this helpful, and I'll see you in the trading room. And please remember, discipline's the key.